not waiting, I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the take.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Montana going right to the air. Dumps this one off to Algier. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Montana. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a... There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. 63 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt. Just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Hester content to hold on to this one and bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time that a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick, obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Brady now on first down. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give. This is Bo running left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10 for Montana and company. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw again on second down, Montana. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now Brady. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd and 11 now, Montana. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way in for the touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson, 37 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down. Brady going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Bears! From 10 yards out. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw is Montana. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. On first down, Montana. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Play action. It's Montana. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Keyshawn Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Joseph now to have the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. On first down, Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Earl Campbell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. Brady's going to look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go with big back Jackson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll try and run forward with Bo. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run as Campbell, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Earl Campbell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Quarterback. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Montana. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Algier, 67 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Joseph connects on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. They run again with Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A give, running left is Campbell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From midfield, here's Brady. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run on first down with Jackson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second and 11. Oh, Brady is going to keep this on the option. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains. You're
exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Whenever I touch down.